Last episode, Christmas night in Fearlett unraveled when Helena was found lifeless beneath her tree. Though her stepfather appeared to have an alibi, Patrick and Bridget uncovered missing messages from Helena's phone. And one strange movement at the base of the tree was enough to ignite Patrick's suspicion. Morning. Forensics had returned for a final check, their low voices carrying through the air. Patrick and Bridget stood just outside the barrier, listening as every detail shifted into place. A forensic tech tapped the photo of Helena's fractured temple, explaining that the impact was far too strong to be accidental, far too strong for a teenager. As the patrol cars pulled away, Patrick and Bridget slipped through the side door into the cold, dim living room. The Christmas lights cast long shadows across the rug, illuminating the spot where Helena had fallen, still holding the chill of the night before. Patrick knelt beside the tree, checking each worn-out decorative box. Most were light and hollow, meant only for show. Bridget reached for a bright red box. Its crisp folds and fresh paper didn't match the older decorations around it. She glanced at Patrick, both of them tensing at the same moment, as the anomaly clicked into place. Patrick tore through the wrapping paper, revealing a hollow decorative box. But inside was a hidden compartment, just large enough to conceal something. Wrapping tore open, revealing an empty box with a black nylon bag hidden inside. When Patrick opened it, a pair of blood-stained men's shoes appeared under the blinking red lights. He knelt and touched the shoe, cold rushing up his spine, as if the memory clinging to the evidence had just awakened. Through the haze of memory, the staircase appeared under a muted yellow glow. At the top, Helena stood with her half-open backpack, breath trembling. Her eyes wavered, caught between the resolve to leave this house and the fear gripping every step she tried to take. The end of the hallway, Helena's stepfather appeared, his footsteps growing heavier as he noticed the open backpack. He moved toward her. Helena tried to slip past him, but he blocked her path, their voices sharpening into a harsh clash. Then a sudden slap landed, so forceful the air itself seemed to recoil, sending her balance spiraling away. Helena's body tumbled down the stairs, striking the wood again and again before her head hit the floor beside the Christmas tree. The festive lights flickered wildly, reflecting off her widened, terrified eyes. Helena gasped for breath, her trembling hand reaching upward for help that never came. On the steps above her, her stepfather stood still, his expression cooling by the second. The space between them became a silent verdict. He walked down calmly, tugging the rug to cover the trail, wiping the still warm blood, and straightening the tree as if fixing a decoration. The bloodied shoes were shoved into a gift box and wrapped in clumsy haste. He slipped out the back door, speeding off to craft his alibi, leaving Helena beneath the Christmas tree. The lights shifted colors across her fading face. Her breath fluttered once more, then disappeared into silence. Patrick's eyes flew open, breath ragged as if he'd been dragged from the depths of a nightmare. The shoes were still clenched in his hands. Bridget watched him, realizing the truth had hit harder than any visible wound. So Patrick and Bridget walked into the station, gripping the evidence bag as if it might slip from their hands. The detective eyed the shoes with disbelief, yet sent them straight to analysis. Minutes later, the printer spat out results. Helena's blood on the soles, and skin fragments inside matching her stepfather. Helena's stepfather didn't move until the file slid across the table. The moment his eyes caught the DNA report, he collapsed forward. His confession followed, heavy and defeated. Patrick and Bridget stepped out as soft snow drifted down. Across the street, Helena's house remained silent, emptied of warmth. The Christmas tree inside still glowed, but now its light felt cold, illuminating a truth finally dragged into the open.